All right, guys. Mark from Vector Sigma. It's my buddy,
Adam Bixler.
Bixler.
Welcome to the show, Adam.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Dan's here too, don't worry.
Dan's here. He's in the back mouthing off. But he's the tech guy, so
He has to be.
he's got to be here. I'm not very technologically inclined. So, what we're doing is trying to bring a classic matchup that we saw a lot of at PAX Unplugged and for a bunch of things after that. I'm playing Bugs, which I preach about their greatness in orange. And we're running against the Godfather's The Touch deck, his double prime deck that he crushed PAX with. So, Adam's going to pilot that, I'm going to pilot Bugs, and we're going to see what happens.
Hopefully I win, but
Yeah, well,
we're going for that play.
all right.
So just to go back to your article on Vector Sigma, Mark, how do you approach this matchup?
Well, it's completely different depending on if I'm on the play or the draw. I think it's incredibly easy for Bugs if they are on the play because Scrapnel just alleviates and soaks so many attacks. Whereas if you're on the draw, and because they can basically one-shot any of your guys except for Barrage with Optimus Prime, you going down to 3 guys is not good against 30 health worth of guys and all of that defense. So it's going to play completely different whether I'm on the play or whether I'm on the draw. And I think it will also play different for Adam whether he's on the play or on the draw as to who he attacks with first.
Adam, what are your thoughts?
I think overall, Bugs is just super strong. They attack for a lot. Prime's biggest thing is, do I get armor? If I get armor and it sticks and stays, Bugs normally can't do enough damage. And I can just piece together enough burn that even if he flips Scrapnel and all that other stuff and sets him first, a lot of times the burn can get through it.
How worried are you about the die roll?
A lot, because as I said, yes, you can burn through Scrapnel, but that's very annoying if he sets that first.
Yeah.
Go for it, boys.
All right, odd or even?
Odd.
All right,
9, there we go.
I think that's is that odd?
I think so. I got
All
to
right.
win the die roll, so I'm going to draw first. And then in this matchup, my hand doesn't matter since I'm going first. So it doesn't matter who I really, because I'm going to attack with this flip Scrapnel. I'm going to attack Nemesis just because my views of this match is Optimus Prime is the strongest character in the game. He's also the heavy lifter of every single deck that he's in. Without this card, the decks don't function. But I want to attack Nemesis while they're in this mode because he has the least amount of armor and because this matchup is all about amassing 30 damage altogether. It's not about trying to kill Optimus Prime. If you focus too much on him while he's in truck mode, you're basically giving up a few points of damage, and it's going to matter. You're going to see that it's going to come down to possibly me having one character against his or against an armor, and if you miss early points of damage, it's going to cost you the match on the very first attack of the game.
Well said, Mark. Well said.
This is what we're going to do. And we got a big one. 9.
I got 5.
Okay.
That's gonna put 4.
For people at home, 4 is bigger than 0.
That is
4
true.
is also bigger than 3, which is what it would have been if we would have attacked Optimus.
All right. So here, we did get some burn, so we're gonna burn Scrapnel just because that's what you do.
I'll get you something. Cool. You're not gonna like how I'm gonna get it though.
And then I think here, probably, I think you flip Nemesis.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Just because the 2 damage, I don't know about that. Like, I'm thinking about just flipping Optimus and just
and not
keep
attacking?
Well, and attacking with Nemesis clone.
Oh, well,
But just keeping him here,
but
like
then there's no reason to flip this guy because you want to.
That's-
You're going to attack next with him flipped, so you're not going to flip him back. So
exactly.
you might as well just flip him into this mode and deal 3 damage to Scrapnel.
Yeah, with that that great base 7.
Yeah, you'll get him.
Delicious. All right, so I'll do 3 after flipping pointless cards.
There you go. I'll take 3. But now, so basically, Scrapnel is now invalidated for the rest of the match, especially since he has a Plasma Burst that he can always regrow with Optimus at any point in the game to just shoot this. Also, I'll have a second character in so he can just choose to attack that and just ignore Scrapnel. It's just Scrapnel forces him to attack this first. And you saw he had to use a card as well, and he's going to have to use another card or an attack to get rid of him. So he has to use 3 things to deal with Scrapnel all the time.
Scrapnel's just really annoying.
If he goes first. Alright, we will draw a card. And I think... Now this is a turn that I can try and kill Nemesis. But if I try and kill Nemesis, that means on the last turn I'll have to attack with an unflipped bot. And an unflipped bot will not deal anywhere near the amount of damage you want to Optimus Prime. So we are going to start with a transmission. Try and set up what we want to do. We will stack the best card in the deck. You will never play that with this version. You should always stack it. Don't play it, even trying to be funny. If it's the only card in your hand, just wait.
Keep it in your hand.
Just keep it in your hand. You might draw incoming transmission. You might draw data pad. It's better in your hand than on a guy.
Even better if they security checkpoint you.
Yeah, because then it gets to reshuffle. This deck shuffles more than most decks that are focused around Nemesis Prime because Kickback flips a lot of cards. So, I think we're going to try and set up for the next turn. We're going to flip Barrage, and we are going to... We're actually going to put a static laser on Ransack, and we're going to attack Nemesis. We'll take 2, and then we'll flip some cards. 6, 7, 8.
4. So I'll take 4.
Mark, it feels like you played this matchup a lot.
I have played this matchup. I've played a lot of Bugs too, and I feel like I just am talking a lot, but it's just things that I do just almost automatically that I see a lot of other players that they don't do it. And there's Scrapnel, that guy's out of here. So I don't know if that's just because I play this deck a lot. Even though I don't particularly enjoy playing the deck, it is a very ruthless, aggressive deck.
Alright, I'm going to play that not because I need the extra damage, but because I need to draw a card. Because my hand is awful.
That's what I'm trying to figure out why you're even worried.
And we're going to attack.
Alright.
And we're going to treasure hunt. Alright, so we take 3 of them.
And then I'm going to flip some cards and then have my guy die. I have 2 defense and he's at 9, so that's 7.
10, yep.
Yeah, so my guy's dead.
He's pretty dead.
But that's
You
okay.
get 2 attacks though, which
I do get 2 attacks.
this is where the Bugs Primes matchup gets hairy for me.
Now, it's kind of unfortunate that we have to do it this way, because I would like to send everything in Optimus and kill Optimus, but it's also very difficult to leave a Nemesis at half-life. Like, it's super weird.
Because if you don't kill Optimus, you're just in a
I'm going
really,
to lose
really,
a guy,
really
and I may
world.
lose the match. But I think what we're actually going to do, I think we're going to send everything in at Optimus, because we have a nice boost of a card here. So, we're going to function this turn, so we're going to get 3 attacks. So, we have Ransack, and we have Scrapnel. So, if we take Ransack, we would have to use our flip for the turn to put him in here to have 7 attack. So, I don't want to do that because then this kickback does nothing. So, I think we're actually going to take Scrapnel, even though he's the weaker target, because I can then still flip kickback, and then I have 3 bots to attack with. So I'm going to get Scrapnel in here. He's got 6 damage on him. we're going to flip kickback for the turn. And we are going to put a grenade launcher on, it doesn't matter, it's going to be on one of these two guys, but it's going to be the guy I attack with second. I'm just going to stick it on, I'm going to stick it on kickback. So we're going to start with Shrapnel into Optimus Prime for 7.
Alright, and I have 5, so I'll take 2.
Okay. And then we'll send kickback into him.
Although I don't think it'll work.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Alright, minus 4 is 7.
And now Barrage is procced. So we will send him in there with Bold 2. This grenade launcher dies. And a white. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Minus 4 is 4.
So he's alive at 1, is that correct?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So
That's
this
not
is
terrible.
This is still bad for me.
It's not great, but you get to kill this kickback.
Which is also nice.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll draw.
Do you want to know how many cards I played so far? Oh.
So I just like that playing ball.
Plating on Nemesis. Okay.
I got number 1. Oh, I should put it back. Thank you.
And then, oh man. Well, we just swing for kickback. That's all we can do. And we will use the Inspiring Leadership.
Looks like kickback's gonna live, which is very bad.
Yes.
Is very bad. I'm gonna flip. Not that it matters. So it's 8, 9 minus 1 is 8. So did you have any thought to attacking with Nemesis that turn and using this to regrow a burn spell to almost guarantee the death on
I thought of
kickback?
that, but it doesn't win me the game. What it does is it kills him, but he still dies, and then it's just these two, and he's just more of a just a more
he
effective
won't die
attack.
because he's tapped.
Well,
I would have
yeah,
to attack
but
Nemesis with an armor on him.
you also play. Do you still play the Zap in your list?
Yeah, this.
Okay.
I mean, I do play direct damage.
Yeah.
But I think that is actually probably a better play for you. I mean, if I have a direct damage spell, you can't win regardless.
All right.
So,
Gotcha.
I think, but I could be wrong. I also know my hand and you don't.
Yeah.
So there's a slight difference there. So we're gonna start here for 3. That seems like the only spot you can put it.
Looks well. I could put it here.
You
could
could
actively
put one there.
kill
Yes,
Optimus.
you can.
It's not good, but I could do it.
You can. Yeah, that's true. I mean, and now I'm going to use Barrage into Optimus Prime because I don't think he can kill it with Nemesis, but I could be wrong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, he's dead.
Okay.
Now you did leave yourself open to if he draws a direct damage spell, he just gets to eat kickback.
He does, but if he draws a direct damage spell, I make this attack because I don't think he can kill Barrage.
Okay.
So that way I get to untap and I only have to deal 5.
Yep.
Knowing the contents of my hand,
Yep.
I think that's a better play. And if he has a burn spell, he has a burn spell.
No, you know what? We don't do that. So I drew this. We'll put an axe down.
Okay.
I don't think it helps, but we do have the direct damage spell, but it's not good.
But that might be enough.
That's what I'm saying. It might be,
You have to kill Barrage this turn.
and then we just have to.
You are
Bring it
attacking
home.
for 10.
It's only 10 though.
Yeah.
Right, but there are oranges in that deck. You didn't
get 'em.
flip any.
So.
I didn't flip any blues.
Oh wow!
So, I'll take 9.
All right.
And then we ready. Now, we are at a point in the game where if I don't kill that reinforced plating, it is possible that I do not flip enough orange and he is able to live. And he just has the flip to kill my guy.
Or
Or, since I knew the contents of my hand, I'm going to swarm for damage, hopefully, and then Barrage can mop.
Well,
or you
that
just
does it.
get there.
Now, this game will be completely different without me being able to set up Scrapnel and hopefully losing Kickback. That game was also pretty bad when your second Optimus attack did not kill Kickback.
I think if I would have drawn that, see, it would have sucked. But if I could have drawn that axe earlier, that I put on
sure.
Nemesis at the end,
Yep.
it would have been great. But
Yep.
doesn't happen.
Did you just watch that Dinobots game?
Sometimes.
I think this is the story of the night.
Nobody drawing in, John?
well, there are weapons that are necessary
Yeah.
on time. You're good. All right, so I'll be on the play,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna try and kill this Kickback.
Yeah. Seems like a good idea.
Now, do you think that is 100% the best play? Regardless if you hit it or not?
So, I think it is the play that gives you the highest upside of winning. I don't know if it's necessarily the best. Depends on the contents of his hand. But generally, Kickback has his damage output is probably around between 7 and 9, which is probably the same as Barrage if he has Bold 2. But Barrage is 13 health through his defense, whereas Kickback's 10. There's no way to get Optimus to 13 with 1 card, but there are 12 cards to get him to 10 off of a flip. So you can also do the same thing for Scrapnel and Ransack. You don't care about Ransack, and you don't care about Scrapnel if you're going first, because you get to dictate the pace of the game. So it's probably 90% correct.
Kickback.
We'll ask the Godfather.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Well, who knows? It might be something else.
Well, it looks like it's a leap into battle.
All right. Well, I'll flip some cards and have my guy die.
Oh, you could flip some blue though.
I could. I didn't. Missed them. So now we kind of have to play the same way as we did game 1, except we are down one of our premier attackers, which isn't great, but we can try and push a bunch of damage onto Optimus. And I have an odd hand. I only have 1 upgrade, and I'm action glutted on 3, so I could play Transmission, try and set up my next 2 turns, or I could Flamethrower this turn and hope I draw an upgrade. I think that's pretty bad. So I think we're going to transmit to try and get an upgrade for over the next 2 turns. And we got there because we're great. So we'll put this
Always
card on
lucky.
top. It's all skill.
Always lucky.
And we're going to send Scrapnel into Optimus for 7.
All right. 4, so I'll take 3.
Oh, wow. So you read these, right? You read that one? Yeah.
All right.
I read the Queen's Scroll. Well, yeah.
And we're gonna get back.
I'll use my standard deck.
We're gonna get back a leap. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna burst first.
Okay.
And play a data pad because I can. Trigger the data pad.
You just keep it, right?
Yeah, just keep it. Well, to be honest, there is a. I could get rid of this useless handheld blaster.
That's true. I'll take 3. Alright. Well, so that guy's not long for this world. At all. But I do get 2 attacks, but he's going to get his pick of who he wants to attack first. Super unfortunate. I think we're just going to have to try and kill Optimus, so we're going to one-shot stand here. We're going to flip Barrage. We're going to give him a grenade launcher. And we're going to send Barrage into Optimus. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ooh, that is bad. 4.
Take 9, so that takes him out.
Yep.
And then we'll send this Ransack, because we have to, at Nemesis. For 4.
3.
Oh man, free axe.
Free axe. Not that it matters.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, with the frog. I love frog.
Alright.
Yeah. You start basically a new game.
Oh, we're gonna burst. Kill it.
Okay, well that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Yeah.
And we're gonna we'll put on this handheld blaster because
Okay.
reasons.
Yeah.
And we're gonna flip and try to kill Ransack because it's better 1v1 than 2v1.
Get there.
Oh, okay. And that's just gonna do a good old 8.
Yep.
I forgot to trigger datapad, but
Alright. I don't think we can kill Nemesis this turn. But I don't think he can kill us without some help. I know he has a leap in his hand. But he needs a leap plus something. And if he flips back, it's 5, 6, 11, so that's just not flipping orange. So, let's put a flamethrower on Barrage. Let's swarm for hopefully maximum damage. Oh, it's 5.
That's still a decent chunk.
Yep, and then we'll send Barrage in. 5, 6 plus a white. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Minus 3 is 11, and that
It's
kills
10.
him. Well, he's still dead.
Okay,
Still
gotcha.
dead.
Alright.
Still
Play
dead.
a third game? Alright, we'll play a third game.
Moral of that game was Barrage hits like a truck.
He does. I think he is a better attacker than Kickback. It's just
You need more requirements.
yes, and Kickback is Kickback just always does damage.
Yeah.
Whereas Barrage needs they can set up
You
their
need
board
the
where
setup.
Barrage does not have
Yeah.
Bolt 2.
You need
If
the
he doesn't
setup.
have Bolt 2, he is not as good of an attacker.
Also, I did not get any armors.
You did not.
That sucks.
You haven't gotten any
Yeah.
in any relevant manners.
Yep.
You haven't gotten them early.
Granted, you have plenty of ways to get rid of them.
I haven't drawn any.
Yeah, so.
They have never been in my hand, so it hasn't mattered.
Alright, I'll be on the play again. I
Okay.
guess. Unless you want to be on the
No,
play.
you can.
Just,
And that was actually surprising for me. That Barrage hit that last game.
Both
That was
of them.
without Kickback.
Both Barrage hits were huge.
yes.
Well, the first one made more sense because he had grenade
Grenade
launcher. He
launcher.
started with a base 9 attack.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we just gotta go again at kickback.
Yeah, I agree.
And we have a security checkpoint, which we will use.
Okay, well, we'll look at our cards together. Oh, we got 2 cards from us. Oh, we kill your blaster.
Oh, shoot. That almost won me the game.
Yeah. Well, once again, now Kickback has lived.
I can't do a basic line.
So now how do you feel about Kickback being alive against a deck that you know has 6 direct damages? Are you going to just swing Kickback, or are you going
Yep.
to try and protect him?
Nope. We are.
He doesn't care about his
We are.
characters.
I do care about Kickback, but so is him being your arguably first or second best attacker. You can't really risk not getting an attack with him. So if he has a burn spell, if he has direct damage, if I attack with it, he's still going to shoot it anyway and let Nemesis pick off whoever he wants. If I leave him back and try and protect him with Shrapnel, he's going to die with a direct damage spell anyway, and I'll lose out on his attack. So we're not going to do that. We're going to put a static laser on Ransack. We're going to flip this Kickback, and we're going to send Kickback into the guy that we can.
Closing in 15 minutes.
6, 7, 8, plus a white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right,
So-
4. So
So an
take
above
6.
average Kickback hit.
Now, why didn't you put static laser on Kickback for more damage
Well,
and let me, not take any damage?
I could have done that, but
That seems like you were not being very nice.
well, that may be true. It seems to be the word on the street.
All right, we're gonna flip this guy, and we're going to get a 1-chow stand. We're gonna play a 1-chow stand.
No, I just read a card. That one was that color of my choice.
What is it?
It's a 2/2 now.
That doesn't go yet.
In response.
And we attack. Oh god. We will attack. Shrapnel?
Really? I think you attack Ransack.
Why?
Because if you can put enough damage on him, he can't attack it or won't deal any damage.
It's not gonna do enough, is it? It's gonna do 4.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
I would attack Ransack.
Yeah. Well, you're wrong.
I just want you to put damage on him.
Yeah, I know
All
you
right.
do. So attack Scrapnel.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're gonna flip some cards. All
Alright, I'm gonna flip some cards.
right.
I'm
Sounds
gonna
good.
take 3. So now we are in this awkward position where our guys don't do anything. One will flip, and that's it. So I think what we're going to try and do is get an extra turn here and control this wheel turn. We're going to piece through tyranny this Scrapnel, which hasn't attacked, which is unfortunate, but we're going to get 2 attacks here, and we're going to be able to take the extra turn. So we're going to flip Barrage. We're going to send Barrage. Oh, that's bad. I do not want to send him into Optimus, but we're going to. I'll attack Optimus for 9.
4, so he takes 5.
And then Ransack can't flip, so we will still send Ransack. He'll take 2 damage. For 8.
4. So it takes 4 and dies.
And now we ready? We control the wheel turn. We could get greedy and look for a grenade launcher or a flamethrower, but I think this just does more damage, so we're going to swarm. For 3. And we're going to flip Ransack, and we're going to send a Barrage into Nemesis
Oh my good golly, Miss Molly.
for 8.
Well, I'll block 2 of it.
Okay, it's your turn.
And yeah, there is not much I can even do at this point. Swarm is a good card.
Swarm was not terrible in Insecticons only.
All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna disruptive entrance to send
Okay.
a message.
It's
All
not
right.
terrible.
We'll get rid of that incoming transmission because I'm a good guy like that. We'll play a handheld blaster.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I don't have any. I have flipped all my body armors, so we'll just attack this Bayrage and not kill him.
I have one.
All right,
Bold
7.
One. Bold one.
You
Yeah, bold 1.
Okay.
All right, still 7.
Okay. Now let's draw like one shall stand right here. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Do it.
That's not good. This ransack may not kill Nemesis.
He's probably gonna kill Nemesis. You've had
I
some
hope
pretty
so.
godly flips.
Yeah, but well, so reset.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll attack. He goes, takes 2 from this static laser. Goes up to 7 base. Flip 1.
Oh my good.
So, Mark, to quickly discuss, why did you not play the card you drew?
Oh, so I drew ramming speed. I don't care. So if Nemesis lives, the only thing that I care about with ramming speed or disruptive crystal or whatever it's called is armor. I don't care about your weapon unless it's Ion Blaster of Optimus Prime. Other than that, you can have your Matrix, you can have your Energon Axe. I'll deal 9.
I didn't flip any blues. It's almost like this deck just doesn't flip blues when it's supposed to.
Well, that happens.
All right.
So
that was a solid 3-0 getting mollywop there.
Yeah, that looked painful. You missed on a couple Optimus swings on killing things.
twice.
Twice.
And I think that might be the game itself.
It is. It is possible for you to miss kickback and still come back and live, but it's very difficult. If they also don't send their kickback in and lose that attacker, then you can definitely come back. But without doing that, only it's possible. But good match, Adam.
Of course.
Good game, guys.